Okay guys, we are back. Don't worry, you might notice our background kind of changed a little bit.
And our drinks too, so it's not magic. My tea turned into water here and everything, so.
As much as Stone is a traffic magician, we actually had to move because we had a technical difficulty. So we were talking about Magical Black Box, where you were at transitioning. So one thing distinction I didn't get, so at this point where we left off, were you out of your restaurant at that point? Things are picking up.
No. So things picking up meant I was referring people successfully to an affiliate program that I valued and that would benefit me financially to refer others to and build a team. And people were joining by the emails that I was sending, and I was earning some money. I'm talking $10, $20, $30. This doesn't mean, this is a little bit of money, but steadily. And the internet marketing product I was promoting at the time paid me a $65 commission. I think this was the internet marketing course or something. And so it was a $65 commission for each sale. And I was starting to sell multiple units of that. So I was, you don't have to wait until you're earning thousands of dollars to consider yourself a success. This is big because I knew if I could make one sale, I could make $1 million. If I could make $1, I could make $1 million, and I have. Now, when I had figured out how to do it, and again, going back to, I had my list of subscribers on an autoresponder, and I learned that I could email valuable offers, things that I found valuable, to people who were interested in this industry as well, and interested in learning how to make money using the internet. And they could sign up for those things because I shared something they didn't know, or I recommended it, and then they saw, okay, yeah, this is valuable because I see your point about that.
Yeah.
And they sign up, and so I'm earning money. And I'm helping them to some extent, right?
Yes.
Helping them to some extent because they probably wouldn't have taken that action to get that product, which is going to help them as long as they start using it, or join that affiliate program. So I'm helping them because I'm exposing them to something and encouraging them to take positive action towards their own development in this industry.
Yes.
And I'm shortcutting their curve to success already because if I'm recommending it, and that's what you want to, if you're in this industry to promote, you want to take what you promote, you want to be careful about what you promote because it's your integrity, it's who you are that's on the line, and what you promote today builds your relationship with people far into the future. I've been in this industry for going on 15 years, and I'm very respected. Not because I've been a flash in the pan, but because I've slowly and steadily built valuable relationships and pointed people in the right direction. Not always. I pointed people toward the $5 reports. That was not the right direction. I've joined other affiliate programs that I thought were the right direction. They weren't really. I had built, this is deeper into the story, and it's actually part of your story too. We'll talk about that one later. But the point here is that I learned I could help people move forward in this business by recommending products and affiliate programs and business opportunities, and I could profit from that. But as I learned from the $5 reports, myself included, what makes me respond, what makes me excited is a plan. How am I going to get results if I have a plan? If it's simple and it's doable, I can do it, then I'm going to take action. If I can see it's possible, I'm going to take action. So a plan is important. And so at the time, I was promoting products, but I wasn't promoting a plan. I didn't have a plan. I wasn't giving you a plan. I was just saying, this is good. Go do it. Get involved. The light bulb for me went off when I said, well, how am I making money? I'm making money with my autoresponder, subscribers, promoting these products with these emails. And I thought of the $5 reports. I thought, well, wait. If I tell people how to do that, then that's a plan. And in my mind, I'm an entrepreneur. So I come from the restaurant industry. What do I do in a restaurant? I serve people and make things for them, right? I make you a sandwich, right? You come and pay your money because I'm helping you, I'm providing service. I'm just telling you, oh, this food is just great, and it's a little bit salty and sweet, and it's going to make your mouth water and everything. I'm not just explaining it because they're not going to pay for my description. Maybe the Food Network can do that, but I can't, right? So I had to actually provide service to my customers if I want them to give me money, right? So being that, again, that's part of my DNA, is that I've learned that money is an exchange for value. And in my case, not everyone's case, but for service delivery, right? For performing service for somebody, helping them in some way, doing something for them that helps them. So these are the constructs of my mind going from promoting to a plan. Now, I could teach someone a plan, and that's valuable too. If all you do is learn to get some results, and then you can have a plan for that and tell people exactly what that plan is, that's called instructions, that's called coaching, that's called this is how you do it. If you follow these steps, you're likely to get these results. Why? Because these are the steps I'm following, and these are the results I'm getting. Right? So that's a plan.
And it shortcuts their success.
And it shortcuts their success because all the stuff that didn't work, you don't, it's not in your plan.
Right.
You don't say first, go spend $500 here that you're never going to see again, and it didn't make one lick of difference for you. Don't, join this program that is going to have the Federal Trade Commission knock on your door. Yes. You don't put that in your plan.
Yep.
You leave all that stuff out, right?
Yes.
So your plan is what actually works. When you refine it, you go after my learning curve and after my expenditure curve, whether it was 2 years and $5,000. And that's what it took for me to actually get to the point where I made my first sale, right? But it's distilling the part of that actually worked, part of that actually made a difference. In this case for me, it wasn't all the membership sites, it wasn't the literally hundreds of other affiliate programs I tested, right? It was that affiliate program, and that affiliate program, and this autoresponder service, and this source of leads, and doing these steps with it, right? This is my plan. So all that stuff that didn't work, it's not the plan. So if you have the faith and the conviction, the belief in yourself that, okay, I'm just going to follow this plan and not go try to reinvent the wheel yourself, a new person coming into this industry or anything, if they just follow the plan, most of us think we think we're smarter than the plan.
Right.
Right? So you'll get the perfect plan a lot of times. I've had members receive my plan, for example, and then dismiss the plan after they receive it for often years, literally, because I've been in this a long time. I've seen the cycle. And after they go try everything else, after receiving my plan, and then they come back and go, that was a damn good plan. What you were telling me to do is what I then went and spent $5,000 in 2 other years of my life to learn myself. And you actually told me just to do that. And if I did, then I would have been where I am now back then and maybe where you are today.
Can I ask a question on this?
All right.
So with duplication and giving people an exact plan, it's been my experience, sometimes you do that and there's saturation, or you give certain ad sources, certain lead sources that so many people start using it, there's only so many fish in the pond and it starts to dry up.
Okay.
How do you deal with that?
So before we do that, before we do this, I want to continue because we've talked about the plan. And I talked about that a plan is not enough.
Yes.
Okay. For me. Okay. Some people, but here's what, going from a promoter to having a plan makes you a leader, it makes you an educator, it makes you a teacher. And as soon as you have that, you will already be more attractive to everybody. Promoters aren't all that attractive.
Right.
Promoters with a plan are, right?
Yep.
I want to follow somebody who knows what they're doing, knows how to get a result. You have a plan, I want to learn it, I'll do it, right? It goes into my DNA, there's another step in the journey. And for some, they'll do extraordinary by figuring out how to do something in this industry, make money in a program
Right.
or an opportunity, and then teaching others how to do it. For some, that's their mission, that's their purpose, that's how they're called, and that's how they will help people, and they'll succeed extraordinarily. Because once you have a plan, and if you can teach that plan to others, you're a leader and people will follow you.
Yes.
My DNA is, along with a plan, is to provide service, right? So connecting the dots, $5 reports, email, plan, works, autoresponder. I'm thinking, okay, I could tell someone to go sign up for an autoresponder, I could tell someone to go sign up for leads, and I could give them a package of emails to send and this kind of stuff, and I go, but it's actually a bit complicated to set up that autoresponder.
Right.
Most people coming into the industry, they'll you point them to an autoresponder service, they'll sign up, and then they'll not really know what to do with it, because no matter which autoresponder service and how easy it is, there is a learning curve involved. The learning, how does this tool work? Really, okay, you mean you got to go over here and read this tutorial and watch this video on how you actually go to your interface for setting up your messages, and then you add your subject line where, and it needs to be in HTML or all of this stuff. So my thinking is that it would be most helpful. I can provide service around this, because if I just send somebody my plan, they'll think it's probably a cool plan, but I'll get less people to follow that than if I say, okay, look, I'm making money with these affiliate programs, right? Here's how I'm doing it. I set up an autoresponder, and you've heard the money is in your list. If you're in this industry, you've heard you need an autoresponder, you need leads. So what I'm going to do for you is I'll set up an autoresponder, and I'll preload it with the exact messages that I'm sending to promote these affiliate programs. And I'll set that up for you in 24 hours. All you need to do, and I'll set it up for you free, right? Free moves people, who don't want to take a lot of risk. So, we will all move forward faster with free a lot of times. So I knew that if I wanted high level of participation in my plan, that free was good, right? So my plan was, you join these affiliate programs, and then send me your IDs for those programs. Send me your name, email, and your affiliate IDs. And what I'll do, in 24 hours, I'll go set up an autoresponder for you, and I'll take those same emails that I've been sending to my list to make sales with those affiliate programs, and I'll code them with your affiliate link, right? Instead of mine, so that your autoresponder, once you have it, and the emails it sends, it will promote your affiliate links. And then I'm using a lead source that I buy subscribers to go into that autoresponder. It's a funnel. And then when you do that, I'll set it up for you, and I'll tell you where I get the leads. And then if you'll just buy leads and put them in the autoresponder, connect them, and it's actually co-registration is an automatic process. They would be added automatically. The member would set up an ad. The leads would go directly into the autoresponder. So my plan was, then you'll be doing exactly what I'm doing.
Yes, like a franchise.
Yeah, this is the model. This is how I make money on the internet right now. And so what I did, I crafted that into an email, pretty much modeled after the $5 report email. It's a set of instructions.
Yes.
Do this, send it to me, I'll do this for you, and then you'll be set up tomorrow with exactly what I'm doing to make money with these. Yeah. And then, boom. So as soon as I sent that email, then I had like 10 people or something sign up for each of the affiliate programs that I was promoting at the time. And And then I set up the plan for them, I set up the system for them, and they started following along, and suddenly I'm a system, a systems creator.
Yes.
I've created a system for somebody. Not only am I an educator, a coach, someone who can provide a plan, but I've developed a system that helps people make money with these affiliate programs. And as soon as I did that, what do you think happened to my results personally in terms of these affiliate programs that I was promoting? What happened is that they went up tenfold, at least. So if I sent an email out to promote an affiliate program, and maybe on scale, if I got one sign up for that affiliate program, well, okay, good. If I sent the same email out with a plan, my results, this is how it works, and I'll set it up for you.
Yes.
Then instead of one person signing up, I got 10 people to sign up, right? Right. And, that was the birth of me seeing that this can work and that I can succeed largely. Because at that point, I knew all I really needed to do was continue to put more people in the funnel.
Yes.
And continue to communicate my plan and my service and what I can do for you. And then ultimately, I'll have a lot of people joining me in these affiliate programs. And I'll have a lot of people, for example, that $65 product that I was selling, it was a 2-tier affiliate program. So when someone became an affiliate, see, this is my model. When they became an affiliate, they were on my 2nd tier. So if I help that person make that same sale themselves by setting up this sequence, this system for them, and they start making sales, well, every time one of those people makes a sale, that affiliate program at the time, I believe it paid $30 on 2nd tier for the same course. So if you sell it yourself, you get $65. If you refer someone to the affiliate program and they sell it, I earn $30.
Yes.
So I'm excited that I know how to make sales, but I think it's J. Paul Getty who said, would you rather earn 100% of your own efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? Duplication. And I got excited that I could empower others to start making sales. And because we have a connection through an affiliate relationship, you're on my 2nd tier. I can help you make sales and I'll profit at the same time. You'll make $65 every time you make a sale, and because I helped you do it, I'll make $30.
Yep.
And I'll do that all day long.
Yep.
And that is the birth of what I'm doing, 10 years later.
Yes.
And all I've done since then is expanded upon that and found more things that work and actually set up more things for people in the process to help them make money with affiliate programs. But I'll go back to, I still had the restaurant, right? So my ability to help other people make money online started to work. I was getting results. So instead of, a few $100s in commissions, right? I was now helping other people get results, and more people were taking action. Like I said, that 1 to 10 ratio.
Yeah.
If you're promoting, you'll make some sales. But if you're providing a plan, you'll make more sales. And if you provide some service along with that, you'll probably make even more sales. And I was beginning to make more sales. 10 times more sales. Simply, I was still using the same tools. I was still involved in the same programs, but I had added my own value to it. And I began to provide service, and I started getting 10 times the results. 10 times the results meant, that I was earning $1,000 a month. And it was growing. It was growing steadily. And then it becomes a question, you have something that's working, how do you get more people into that funnel? So about that time, and there's always more to learn. I was still working in the restaurant, and I was not, despite everything, my home expenses, my family expenses were growing a lot.
Because your kids are growing
My
up?
kids are growing. We have demands, but my house continues to fall apart. I'm starting to make money, but water line is breaking. The toilet falls apart, and the dishwasher breaks, and need a new refrigerator, and the kids need to go to some toys and some education, and the expenses start to increase, and I'm making some money on the internet, and I'm seeing that it's possible, and I'm seeing that I just need time. Give me time. I can do this.
Right.
But I didn't have enough money, and so I started to kind of freak. Kind of like, this isn't enough. I know I can keep doing this. I'm gonna get it there, but I need some additional supplemental income, right? And I started thinking I need a part-time job on top of the restaurant, because our restaurant, we did things. I need to find more hours to work somewhere, because at the end of the day, there wasn't enough money coming in despite the hours I put in there.
So did the restaurant stay steady over that time as far as income?
It stayed steady.
So
but my expenses continued to grow, and the amount of money I was earning on the internet wasn't. Right? Or it wasn't enough to cover what was growing over here.
Gotcha.
So, as funny as it sounds, one of my first jobs was Domino's Pizza, right? And growing up as a kid, as a teenager, and when I got a car, I delivered pizza.
Yep.
Right? And sometimes when you are desperate, you look back to what worked in the past, what you know how to do. And that's usually not ever growth. Growth is looking forward and developing new skills.
Yeah.
And looking back and falling back on what did work before is desperation and falling back, actually. However, I was desperate financially because my expenses were growing. I was figuring out how to make money on the internet. My restaurant income was stable, but not enough. And so I decided to get a job at nights delivering pizza, with Domino's. And then I worked for a couple of months, delivering pizzas. And I worked like my ass off, right? Worked hard. I was going to be employee of the month, and I'm going to provide some value. I get into what I'm doing, and you want to be the best. If you're a broom sweep, then you be the best one, And this kind of thing, bring your best self to everything you do. And I brought my best self for like a couple of months, delivering pizza and making some money, supplemental income. And then it came time. It was like time to get a raise, right? On top of the tips, you earn like something like $6 or something an hour or something. And so I've been doing, like I was employee of the month or something, right, for Domino's at this time. And so they come to give me my raise, and it's a big deal, right? You get a raise and everything, and it was 25 cents an hour.
Yep.
And this is supposed to mean something, and it didn't, except what it meant for me. It actually shocked me into waking up. This is not what I'm meant to do. This is what I was maybe meant to do when I was 16.
Yeah.
Right? But this is not what I'm meant to do now. This organization does not value me. Why I had the idea it could. And so I quit that day, immediately.
So they give you the raise and you quit
I'm
right
done.
then.
I'm done.
Good for you. That's awesome.
And then I went back into, because I started to kind of, in that process, losing some faith in my entrepreneurial, strength, ability. That's why I leaned back, needed some support, because I didn't feel like I had enough. It was our mom and pop shop restaurant. It was me. Everybody relied on me, and I wasn't quite cutting it, because I was going home at night, and the needs were increasing, and I wasn't providing enough. And I didn't feel like I didn't have any support. I wasn't part of an organization. It was me running this, and I wasn't doing it enough. So I turned back to an organization to try to have something to pick me up.
Yeah.
And when I cut off, after I got the lesson was that I can do this. No one is ever going to value you, as much as you can value yourself, right? And that, going back to Domino's, taught me that. I quit, and then I really, from that moment forward, owned my entrepreneurship, right? And I went back into the restaurant, and I started doing things that I wasn't doing before. I started doing more. I set up a potato bar, new sections of the restaurant, things that I started creating. I said, I'm going to make more money with what I have. There are opportunities here that I wasn't developing, right? They were always there,
yes.
right? They were there, but I never did those things because I didn't have full ownership of my entrepreneurship,
yes.
confidence in myself to create. So I started doing those things, and the restaurant started making more money. I extended the hours of the restaurant. I realized we just closed shop earlier than there was more business to be had. Late night stragglers. This was in the downtown office building scene.
Yeah.
So a lot of people actually work late at night. Now, I'm extending my hours away from the family at this time. I'm making some personal sacrifice. I'm not coming home, right, at 8. I'm staying till 10, 11. And the thing is, I started picking up an extra $100 every night by being there, right, at the restaurant, keeping the doors open from 8 to 11. But the thing was, it was so slow at the restaurant
Yes.
that I'd get a customer like every half hour or something like this, right? And they would come in and get a sandwich and chips and cookie and drink, and I'd make my $15 there, $20, and sometimes a group would come in, and this was cool because it's in downtown Dallas. Sometimes bands would come in, like
Right.
Puddle of Mud, and I'd get autographs, and it was like I started to make connections with cool people, famous people, and because I was the only guy down there open, and it was a hip little vegetarian health food cafe, and I started. Opportunities were opening up. I was making connections I had never made before, and I was making money that was always there that I never made before.
Yeah.
At the same time, because it was slow, this is not prime time, this is not rush, this is serve a customer every now and then, or serve a small group who comes in every now and then.
Yeah.
I had my laptop with me, and I was able to continue doing what I was doing, developing my system, sharing my plan, and improving my knowledge and skills. What else works, right?
Yep.
Which included, it would help you if you had your own domain name and a website. And started building on that.
Yep.
And then started building, okay, let's add a website to your autoresponder. This kind of thing. Building my service. And things continued to grow. Started to get more results. Found better affiliate programs that made more money when you promote them.
Yeah.
So then you take that one out, or you keep it there, but this makes you more money for the same effort. So let's promote this one more.
Yes.
Right? So my system was growing. Now, I started to make more money. Getting there. On kind of the verge of covering. Starting to, between the extra hours of the restaurant and the additional revenue that's coming in from affiliate and network marketing online.
Yep.
I'm providing some things for my family that I wasn't before. Things are starting to be covered. We're starting to be able to fix some things. We're starting to be able to, get the kids some new clothes, get a new piece of furniture, this kind of thing. And I was doing that, right?
Yep.
I was doing that. So, that was ownership, and that was pride, and that's the growth, that I had to go through. And then, there came a time, we had owned this restaurant for 8 years, and it was time to renew our lease for the restaurant.
Was it an 8-year lease up to that point?
I think the original was 5, and then we had a 3-year extension, which we extended, and we thought we were going to have another extension come up. And bear in mind, my intention to the universe the entire time, even though I own the restaurant now,
yes,
it's not what I wanted to do. But I did it damn well during that time, right? It's not what I wanted to be doing with my life. I didn't want to have to do that. I'll do it and I'll provide for my family, and I'll do the very best I can. But my intention is that I don't want